What's up, guys? How are you doing? Can everybody hear me? Let's see who's in here. Magda, hi. Fia, hi. Perfect. Thank you for letting me know. Renata, I see you. Who else is over here? Susan from Scotland. Hello. Sassy, hi. The Mighty Quinn. Yeah, my Sunday's been good, thanks. Lots of work. Gymmed for like 3 hours. Enjoyed. Marin, hi. Yermila? I hope that's right. Yermila? Hello. Dr. Julie. What's going on? Batman? Mina? I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on, guys? How are you doing? How's your day? Where are you from? Where's everybody from? Elsa, hello. Ah, yeah, the big Batman. I do. From Slovakia, that's a new one. Susan from Scotland, hello. North Carolina. No, it's Batman. You got it right. Hello from Russia, Daria, how are you? New York, Ukraine. Oof, how is Ukraine now? What's going on over there? Poland. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love how we can all connect. Germany, living in the US. Mina from England. Liz, I see you over there. Austria. Fantastic. As usual, guys, this is just a live Q&A. Half Polish. LA, Christine, hello. Again, this is just a usual live Q&A. You can ask me whatever the hell it is that you want. Mental health, emotional health, relationships, personal shit about me. If you want to get to know me, I don't know who's new here, who's, who's old. Not old, but, you get it. Who's a usual, who's a regular. But, yeah, whatever you want, I'm here. Let me see. The Mighty Quinn, sorry if this is out of step, but it is worth hearing the truth. Already is the best just I suppose this is a question, Quinn. Is it worth hearing the truth already, or is it best just to let it lay unspoken? Can you ever be sure? I guess you can be sure sometimes that what you know is true, but I would say that in most experiences I have found that with myself and with patients that clarity is always the best way. And if someone can give you clarity, can give you honesty, that can provide you with a certain amount of peace that you would not necessarily have. Because even if you know something is true, sometimes that still eats at you if you don't talk about it, if you don't bring it up. And it also eats at you that perhaps this person didn't come clean, or didn't give you the truth, or whatever it is. So I would always opt for the former. Hear the truth, find the truth if possible. CC Brigantium, your videos helped a lot. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man. If the content helps, truly that is my blessing. I'm here to help, and if it helps you, I am massively thankful. Lizzo, good evening from stress-free but busy packing day. Love it, love it, love it. Yes. Stress-free is good. Stress-free is good. Keep it that way. Green, you are new. Any questions you have, Green? Anything about me? Anything about yourself? Let me know. So, yeah. Not old. Come on. Do I do psychiatric evaluations? I do, yes. Carolina, I see you. Carolina, yeah. CC, you have a question? Sure. She betrayed you. You have kids. The divorce will be done this month. Should I let her live in my house or not? She's still together with her co-worker, but I love my kids. CC, is the relationship between you and your wife, is that confrontational? Is it toxic? Is it unhealthy? Or is it manageable? Are you guys good? Can you still function as a team? Are you still laughing? Are you still joking? And I know that, as you've said, you got divorced because she betrayed you, and I understand that there's probably a lot of anger or whatever there, resentment there, but you'd be surprised what people tolerate. So is it amicable? Are you guys good together, or is it a shitty living environment? Christine, I'm currently mourning your mom's passing. I'm sorry to hear that. 2 weeks after you find out your boyfriend of 8 years had been cheating. Where? I think I've heard this story before. Maybe you texted me in a DM. Found out my boyfriend of 8 years has been cheating on me for 2 years. The woman got a hold of me. Looks like he's in deep with her. Okay, Christine, is there a question there? Again, I'm sorry for your mom. That's terrible. I cannot even imagine that. Quinn, my pleasure. Riza, I see you. Riza, gym life, front double buy for the boys. Sabrina, my pleasure. Riza, my pleasure, brother. Green, the link is in my bio for appointments. Just look on my profile. There's a link there. I think it's the first or second link inside the on my page. You can make appointments. Carolina, I appreciate that. Yeah, soon it will no longer be on Instagram. Just a heads up. Soon this will no longer be on Instagram. I'm going to be doing this on YouTube, possibly. Okay, CC, so if it's a cold environment and she provokes you, I would say, especially if you love the kids, get her out of the house, because the kids are far better off seeing a happy, healthy relationship or no relationship at all than seeing a toxic one, because that becomes their view of a relationship. And then as they grow old, that's what they want. That's where they find comfort. So you're just creating unnecessary trauma there. If you really give a shit about them, yeah, she has to go. And besides that, kids talk. You get to school, you get to daycare or whatever, and it gets out that mom and dad is separated, and mom is with this other guy at work, and just not it's not great, man. It's not great. Lenore, good evening. What is my professional training? So I studied forensic psychology in the University of Free State in South Africa, and since then I have just done an immense amount of self-study, and I've also done a lot of small courses on all kinds of psychological training, but mostly focusing on psychodynamic training, which is part of it's a certain style of psychology, and it's more focused on the past than what it is on the future. I incorporate those two, though. I work on the past to establish what's currently going on so that we can have a better future. But I do incorporate it, which most therapists don't do. Maren, what matters, man, is that you're here now and you found me, and yeah. Green, nice to meet you too. Holy hell, what a handle is this? Ashwin. Wow, I don't know what can you please tell me how to heal my inner child, how to forgive myself? I have a 4-week program on this. I also have a 12-week program on this, depending on how much time you have on your hands and what your budget is. But it's not a quick thing. I can't tell you exactly how to do that, because we need to dive into your past to see exactly how your inner child was traumatized when she was little or he was little, and then we can look at how that affects your current reality, so that we can start, changing behavior and moving to the future. It's not a quick fix. It's work. It's work. Sarjan. How to get over missing him. If it's fresh, use the anger. Imagine the place where you would be if you were completely over him and you were just going on with your life. What would your life be like? What would you be doing? Who would you be spending your time with? And just do those things. The Mighty Quinn, is it possible to course correct a pathological liar? It is not possible to course correct anybody on anything, and I'll explain to you why. I've made a video about this recently. I don't even know if I've uploaded it yet, but as the saying goes, you can take a horse to the water, but you can't force the horse to drink, right? I like to take that a step further. Even if you've been out with a horse in the sun the entire day, if the horse believes that it's not thirsty, there's nothing that you can do to make that horse change its mind. And it's the same for this pathological liar. Unless they recognize within themselves that there is actually a problem to fix, it's fuck all you can do, man. Dr. Julie, when someone says you're not ready to date because you have healing to do and need to learn about yourself, how can this be done without dating if you've never had certain experiences? I'm wondering what experiences you're looking for, first of all. And second of all, there's a vast difference between healing and healing what you need for dating. You need to heal yourself, period, before you can date. Your personal trauma has nothing to do with the relationship that you're going to be in. Those are two completely separate things. Life is going to be full of ups and downs, always. And we can't say, oh, we need to heal ourselves completely because we don't know what life might throw at us, so we need to heal ourselves for everything. That's just irrational thinking, because even if you date someone, things can happen in that relationship that never happened to you before in another relationship, and will never happen to you in another relationship after that, if there is one. We deal with things as they come. But if you have internal trauma that you need to deal with, that you need to heal, that's something that you need to deal with. And being in a relationship with someone at the same time of doing that, it makes it more technical, because you're trying to heal yourself while also trying to give the best version of yourself to someone else. And that's just, as you can imagine, not a very stable environment. CC, I'm happy to hear it, man. Yeah, do you. Just do you. Be the best example that you can be for your kids. That's the best thing that you can do right now. Make sure that you're happy with yourself, taking care of the kids. You're good. Christine, I'm going to keep obviously uploading on Instagram. Just the lives, possibly the lives are going to move to YouTube. Riza, I hear what you're saying, brother, but that's the wrong person. The wrong person will use it against you. The right person never will. The right person will keep it safe. You just need to know how to find the right person. Christine, there's no quick way that I can tell you to get over your ex, so that you can focus on your mom, because unfortunately we all deal with trauma and pain differently. I can tell you the best thing for you to do in terms of him is, you can't use the anger because you're also sad about your mom. But I think the adult in you can prioritize and say, with respect to my mom, this person that I've dated for a couple of years doesn't, it doesn't add up. He's not worth the same kind of energy and time that I need to give to my mom. So prioritize your mom. Surround yourself with things about your mom, so that you can feel her presence, so that you can mourn her, think about her, heal through that, and try and get your attention off of him. Who else is here? Lenore, give you tips on focusing on tasks. Lately you lose attention. Okay, why are you losing attention? Is it because you are lacking discipline, or is it because you feel lost? Because it can be either of those things. If you feel lost, that's an entirely different can of worms to open up. But if it's just that you lack the consistent work ethic, then take everything that is taking your attention away from work and put that aside. Make a list of everything that you need to do and work through it from most important to least important. Tick it off as you go. Diana, hello, sexy professor. Thank you for your original wisdom. It is my pleasure. I think that, Come on, this shit again. There we go. I think the word you're looking for is handsome. I don't know if I'm sexy, but hey, that's what you think. CC, you found out about the cheating about 8 months ago. Yeah, that's tough, man. Cheating is never easy. It's a very, very difficult thing to deal with, especially if the relationship was really, really deep. The Mighty Quinn, do I offer couple sessions? You may DM me, and yes, I do couples for sure. Dr. Julie, how do you know when you're ready to get in the dating scene? What is the rush to get into the dating scene? And second of all, your nervous system will tell you when you're ready. You will feel comfortable doing so. It's not going to feel weird. It's not going to feel forced. It's not going to feel rushed. It's just going to feel good. Tiffany, you wish that you were an avoidant. You're jealous of how they can just suppress their emotions and go back to their life. I really don't think that you mean that, because as much as you think that they just suppress their emotions and go about their life, that's not what happens. The avoidant never feels safe, and this is why they don't express their emotions. It's not because they don't want to. They keep shit to themselves, but deep down they really are hurt, and they feel very unsafe. Imagine you're in a relationship with someone that you love very, very much, but you can never allow yourself to feel safe for that person, so you avoid them emotionally. It's a very, very difficult and shitty place to be in. So yeah, if you're anxiously attached, that is something that you can work on in therapy, something that I can help you with, something that you can fix. That's purely childhood trauma that helps you, or that forces you to attach in that way. That can be fixed and it can be corrected so that you can actually live a happier, healthier life. Also, hey, I've met a few great guys. They have shown interest, and I have made the decision to keep them as friends. They're not interested in being friends. Should I feel offended? I want friendships. Guys, let's just say it how it is, okay? Men and women cannot be friends. There is no such thing. Unless it's a long-term childhood friend, whatever, possibly, maybe. But new friends in adulthood from the opposite sex? No. Men are not friends with women. Okay? Women are friends with men that they don't respect. Men are friends with women that they want to sleep with. There's always a hope that they're going to sleep with that person. There's no other reason why they'd be friends with them. And if they don't know that that's a reality, that's possibly going to happen, they're not going to be friends with you. Men don't need more friends. That's not what they're looking for. And I'm sure when you met them, that's not what they were looking for either. So now putting them in the friend zone doesn't sit so well with them. I don't think you should feel offended. They just know what they want, and they don't want that. Liz, what daily habits and mindsets have made the biggest differences in my life? The number one thing is mindfulness. Calling myself out on bad behavior, bad trains of thought, even good trains of thought and good behavior. Calling myself out on it in the moment it happens, so that I can identify the right path and the wrong path, and why I'm on both of those paths. That makes me understand myself better and respond better in the future in similar situations. Another thing is consistency. I mean, you know that I train, especially now, very heavily, and doing that consistent work, whether it's in training, whether it's in studying, whether it's in work, whatever it is, being consistently showing up for yourself regardless of how you feel, that changes your whole life. Because it doesn't matter if I'm sick, it doesn't matter if I feel off, it doesn't matter if I'm tired. If it needs to get done, it's going to get done, period. And that changes your entire existence. What else have we got here? Ashwin, again, sometimes I suddenly start to feel sad and low, and even if I want to be happy, I can't. How do I handle this situation? You will never handle the situation until you start understanding what are the things that make you feel low, what are the things that trigger your inner child to bring out that sadness. Unless you start understanding yourself on a deeper level, you'll never find happiness, period. Christine, you've been with him for 8 years. You thought you had a future. Sure, you've been with him for 8 years. Sweetheart, your mom gave birth to you. Your mom spent your entire life with you. That's a different thing than 8 years. Diana, fair enough. Fair enough. I understand. I get you. Carol, good evening, good afternoon. I see you over there. Dr. Julie, pressure from friends and family to get back into the dating scene. Fuck them. Do what's right for you, not what you're pressured into. Carmen, hello. I see you, I see you. Tiffany, do I think it's too late for someone in their 40s, 50s, 60s to revisit past trauma? It's not too late to begin therapy in your 40s, 50s, and 60s. I work with an 80-year-old. I work with many people way over their 60s, midway through their 70s, who have relationship issues, you're not too old. You are not too old. If you have time left, use the time to do the therapy so that you can find peace and happiness within, so that you can use whatever time you have left to live it happily and peacefully, period. Do the work. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be worth it. Lenore, not sure why you're laughing. Is it because you're lost or because you don't know what to do with yourself? The Mighty Quinn. So a big part of your shadow is codependency. Knowing this and on the edge of self-love and acceptance. What's a way for a newbie to approach radical self-time? Okay. Where does the codependency stem from? Which things in your childhood brought you to your current position, making you codependent in a relationship? As a child, what did you go through that changed the lens through which you see your current reality? Ask the questions necessary to dig into your past. Sit with those thoughts. Make time daily where you actually write down cause and effect. What caused it? What's the effect? What caused it? What's the effect? And then sit with those effects and see how you can change that behavior in order to bring it in order to change it to something more positive in the future. Make the time for that every day. Take 30 minutes to an hour every day to do homework on yourself and actually get to know yourself better. Journal. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a very great tool. 10, 15 minutes in the morning, quiet time, just sit in your thoughts. feel where you're at, plan your day, get to it, and yeah, good place to start. Helen from New York, thank you for my words. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Rosa, 86. You met a guy who's very sweet. You share similar values. However, you're attracted to him, but he's the same height as you. Okay. Choosing my words carefully on this one. No one's perfect. They're never going to be. There are worse things that a person can be other than tall or short, for that matter. If he's perfect in every other way, is the height really such a big problem that you can't overlook it and build a happy life with this person? This is not something that he could control. This is not something that he had any say in. He doesn't, he couldn't wish to be taller. That's just the way that he was made. So, yeah, is this something that you can live with or not? If it really is going to bother you to the point where it's going to cause resentment and you're going to pull away from him romantically, physically, then do him a favor and walk away. I cannot guarantee that you're going to find someone that's maybe as great for you as this person, and tall, and everything else that you want. Just saying. 1 second, guys. I'm just opening for this creature of mine outside. Oh, let's go. What's going on? Fitness Foodie, I see you over there. How are you? Jenny. Do I believe in a platonic friendship after a romantic one? Do you think it can work? I think it can work, absolutely. There's a few prerequisites, however. If we both genuinely want the best for each other and there is zero hope from either of us, and we have to be very clear on this, that we're not friends because I hope that there can be something again, or I hope I'm going to sleep with you again, or whatever the case may be. I genuinely care about you as a human being, and I want you to be happy, and perhaps we had some sort of a connection where, if you need guidance or help or whatever, I feel comfortable going to you, you feel comfortable coming to me. Sure, it can work, but we have to make sure that it's 100% platonic. There's no afterthought, there's no hopes, there's no whatever here, and it comes from a genuine place. Yeah. Happy Sunday to you too, Fitness Foodie. Lenore, both answers correct. Yes, cause and effect. I'm lost, so I don't focus on my work. See, my mom's up in here. Diane, hello, I see you over there. The Mighty Quinn, my pleasure. I appreciate you being here. Marin, if I give you hope, you humble me, man. I appreciate you. Albino, I like everything you said, and I sent it to my daughter, who's passing through a hard time right now. I hope she finds herself and be happy with herself, and then she will be okay. Hey, I'm here if you want to book a session with her, with me. Let's get into it. I can help her get through whatever it is that she's dealing with. Tiffany, you've been working with a therapist for 10 weeks. She doesn't want to keep talking about childhood. She wants to keep talking about my situation with the avoidant. Think I need a new therapist. I will say this. If you're going to therapy and you don't think that the therapy is helping, get a new therapist. Therapy is like dating. It's not always going to work with the first person, not with the second person, not with the 10th person. I went through at least 4 different therapists before I found the one that I'm currently seeing. And much needed for me, just to have that sounding board and someone that I can trust, someone whose opinion and perspective I respect. But if it's not helping, get someone that you actually feel you have a connection with and who speaks your language and understands you and helps you progress. Rose, it's my pleasure. Mina, my mom's cute. Yeah, I know. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? We have about 20 minutes left. Shoot, I'm here. Use the time wisely. Bob the Builder. Jenny, it's my pleasure, as always. I appreciate you guys being here. Is it Vissen? Not sure how to pronounce that. How to grieve if we previously developed some type of coping mechanism where we just cut our emotions off, put them under the rug and never really deal with them. Are we in danger of imploding? You absolutely are in danger of imploding. Yes. Emotions are not just thoughts. They're not just things that are in our heads and they come and they go and they don't have any effect. Emotions are actual peptides that are in your bloodstream. And if you do not allow those things to properly metabolize, they get stored in your tissue. So if you keep avoiding your emotions, that will have a negative effect on you physically. It will cause more and more stress. Your hormones will be out of balance and you will start to feel worse and worse and worse. And this is how we develop depression. From depression, we stop taking care of ourselves. We get into deeper depression and so on and so forth until you want to take your own life. So, deal with the inner child, do the work to understand your inner child and actually address the issues that cause you to avoid your emotions so that you can start feeling. Because if you don't do that, you are never going to have happiness. You're never going to have peace. And that's not a life to live. You can't show up in a relationship with that kind of emotional response. It's not healthy, not in any way. Muffin, are you coming or going, sweetheart? Muffin, come here. Look. Come here. Come say hi to the people. It's my creature. Her name is Muffin. Say hello. Hello. Come. Lay down. Chill. Relax. Hello from France. Yes, Lenore, seems like you have a lot of work. Christine, does he have grounds to sue you? Yeah, listen, of course you feel like you're walking on the edge of something big and scary because, as I said, your emotions will keep building up inside more and more and more and more. You're a ticking time bomb. It's not healthy. Holistic A, am I just starting? No, I've been here for almost 45 minutes. You have about 15 minutes left. Christine, you keep it professional. You avoid as much contact with him as you possibly can. Avoid as many interactions as you possibly can with him. Try to deal with him through someone else or not directly in any way. And yeah, stay professional. Treat him like he's just another person, like he doesn't matter, like you don't even know his fucking name. Jade Moss Music, hello. Christine, it's like a child. If a child sees that that they're getting the reaction when they are doing stupid shit, like copying you, being annoying, whatever, the more you give them the reaction, the more they're going to keep doing it because it becomes a game. If you start showing him that he doesn't affect you and that you don't care about his dusty ass, he's going to stop making an effort. Helen, looking forward to it. Talk to me when you're ready. Let's get something on the books. Jimmy Cat, your anxiety made you sick. Of course it will, unless you deal with the underlying issues that make you anxious. It's gonna make you sick for sure. Tiffany, a lot of YouTubers talk about no contact to get your ex back, or to get the avoidant to miss you, etc. Any validity to these tactics? Seem like games, but some content created. Oh my god. Okay, so let's just dive into this stupid shit. No contact. No contact is there not for abuse. And what you're saying is abusive. You're saying, let me not talk to this person so that they can feel like I'm pulling away so that they can chase me. Are we in high school? What is this bullshit? We use no contact when we want to break free of a toxic relationship. We cut the person off, we block them in every single way possible so that they have no contact with us, because we don't want to be triggered by them. We do it to get away from them, not to trick them into chasing after us or making them miss us, or that is more toxic, negative, shitty behavior. Again, we're not in high school, we're not children anymore. And even if you are, that's just sick. Okay? Communicate openly, build a healthy relationship. If it's not healthy, it's not worth continuing. The avoidant doesn't miss you if you go no contact. The avoidant tries to protect themselves. If you go no contact with the avoidant, they're not going to chase you. They're going to shut down, and they're going to drift away from you. So that's not going to work anyway. Yeah, it's quite disgusting that people talk about these things. That's not the way to go about it. Not at all. It's not healthy. We're not here to play games. We're here to build healthy relationships. This is super toxic, shitty behavior. Susan, yeah, she's a cutie, little muffin. What kind of attachments does muffin have? She's definitely codependent. She's stuck to my ass the entire damn day. Jenny, one more question. What do I do with 19-year-old person who's fully stressed all day and sometimes hurts himself with hitting his body by being overwhelmed. He needs therapy. You cannot help it. That kind of behavior is not healthy, and it stems from a very deep place. And unless you understand how to open those wounds and get to the deeper cause, there's not much that you can do to help him. The Mighty Quinn, 16 years with the wrong idea of union. I'm looking forward to simple dog time. Yeah, man. Or women. I get you. I get you. Guys, we have about 10 minutes left here. Yarmila, what do you think about a man who is contacting a woman after a very long time, very intensively, without any expected future? What caused such a behavior by the man in general? Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And if you think it matters, you're on the wrong path, because it doesn't matter. Because there could be 10,000 things that could have happened to him that made him think about you. Most likely what's happening is he thinks that you're an option, that he might get something from you, and that something is probably sexual affection. Yeah, if he's not bringing something substantial to the table in terms of I want to be with you or whatever, just cut it off, tell him to fuck off and find a life. Fitness Foodie, what components make a relationship successful in its early stages? Ooh, in its early stages? That's a good question. In its early stages, honesty. I want to say openness, but early stages, you can only be as open as you feel safe to. So, honesty, again. What is the word that I'm looking for? Transparency. And by transparency, I mean if someone lets you kind of into their life without hiding things. They're on the phone next to you. They're not hiding their life from you. It's not, excuse me, let me take my call. You can hear the call. You know, maybe he's on the phone with his mom and he says, oh, Mom, I'm with so-and-so. There's that transparency happening. That's a very, very healthy, very, very good sign. Sharing things on social media. You know, maybe you're out to dinner and they're taking a photo and they tag you. Even if it's not romantic, even if it's not like, you know, it's a date or whatever. But that kind of openness, that kind of transparency is very important. So that, I would say that and honesty. Yes, there should be a bit of a, you know, a chemistry, but not in all situations. So I think those two things are absolutely key in the early stages. Jenny, still, I think there's work to be done here. I think there is, if this is what he's going through now at 19, what is it going to be like when he's 25? Why leave it? Just address the shit that's going on right now so that we can stop it, so that it doesn't continue, so that he can actually find happiness and change the behavior. Why overlook it? Why waste the time? Carolina, is building self-esteem just simply accepting we will never be better or prettier or smarter? How to feel as good enough as 10 out of 10 people. I think you need to address what your perception of a 10 is and why that is your perception. Because you might not know this, but actually I'm sure you know this, but you overlook this, that there are probably people out there that look at you as a 10, that see you as a 10. But because you are selling yourself short, because your image of a 10 is something completely different, you're thinking that that's not possible. And I think that's where you're missing out. Your perception is skewed from reality, in the sense of you expect to be a certain way that you cannot be, when in actual fact you're perfect as you are. Food for thought. Yeah, dusty ass. Liz, if I'm comfortable to answer, does my inner child still show himself even after all the healing? Abso-fucking-lutely. Of course. We're all very emotional beings. I still get triggered sometimes. I still get, still getting my feelings sometimes. But I'm a lot better at controlling it now. I'm a lot better at telling the child to sit down and shut the fuck up, and Dad's in control, and I'm not gonna let him off the leash. I'm not gonna let him go crazy. Yeah. I had this conversation with a client maybe yesterday or the day before, and I'm also recording videos about this, but you know, I have 2 sons, okay? Adam is 3, Kai is 1.5. As kids do, they want to eat fucking chocolate all day, chips, whatever. Does that mean that I just give them what they want because that's what they want, even if they cry for it, even if they scream for it? No, because I know that they need to eat healthy food, because they need to grow and be healthy, right? So even if they scream and cry for the shit, I'm still going to tell them, no, it's not good for you. I'm going to give you good food. You can have a treat whenever, but not all the time. If you keep giving your inner child what he or she wants, if you keep giving into the emotion, long term, you're screwing yourself. Sorry, long term, you're just doing damage. Massive furthering of that internal emotional trauma. You're just continuing the bad behavior. And the quicker the child learns that, this healthy food is actually tasty and I enjoy it, and I don't need to have the chocolate all the time, now we can find a balance. Now the child is happy, you're happy, everybody's happy, and we're good. But you have to teach the child that when those moments occur, that there is chocolate, Dad's going to decide, am I going to get it or am I not going to get it? Some more food for thought. Guys, I got a couple of minutes left here. Susan Topping, just wanted to thank you for your wise counsel. I've gone through a very hard time, having recently separated from an abusive relationship. What can I say? I really, really, really am happy that I mean, we've never spoken, Susan, not that I can remember. And hearing those things that I've helped and that I've guided, that's why I do what I do. A lot of you know this, a lot of you don't know this probably. If there's new faces here, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. So much shit in my life. And I never had anybody helping me. I didn't know any of this shit. I never had the tools to change and grow and learn and heal, and I did all of that by myself. Learned all of it by myself, gone to therapy by myself at my own accord, everything. So for me to be able to help others, just show them that there is light and show them that there is a way to a healthier life, it really is very fulfilling and very, it's amazing. So Susan, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being willing to listen, to being willing to learn and grow, and taking in the information, because that's very important. You are going to get better. You are going to get happier, and I'm happy that you were able to separate from that shitty environment. Fitness Foodie, my pleasure. Podcast, you wish you could share something personal, which is totally crazy. Drop me a DM, man. Feel free. Beanie, your husband left you for a 21-year-old, lives with her, and wears a wedding band. It has only been 5 months. Okay. Is there a question there? Let me see. Where was that? Christine, it's my pleasure. I hope it helped. Just keep your distance, keep it professional. Have that mental separation, and before you go to work, mentally prepare yourself. Get ready that you are going to see him, that he is going to trigger you, and be ready to tell your inner child to shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down, and that mom's going to handle business. That she's not allowed to throw a tantrum and get out of control. She's not allowed to show the emotion. Mom is going to take control so that she can start feeling safe, and it will become easier and easier and easier to do. Trust me, I know. Kimmy Cat, first time here. I appreciate you for coming. Next time, ask some questions. Guys, that's going to be me wrapping up. I do a live Q&A every single Sunday, same time. You will see the countdown on my story, Christine. It's every single Sunday. This time, I'll be here. Hello from India. What's up? Guys, that is it for me. Lenore, I appreciate you. Albino, thank you. Is it the Gene? USA? I appreciate you. Thank you guys for being here. Guys, have a fantastic week. Kick ass. Work out, eat, sleep. Those 3 things are key. If you are not staying on top of your nutrition, your sleep, and getting some sort of exercise, you're fucked. Okay? Those things are immensely important for your hormonal health. It is the absolute basis on which you build. If those things are not in place, it doesn't matter how much work you do, you're always going to feel like shit. So make sure that you eat good, make sure you drink your water, exercise, take care of your sleep, and you'll already start feeling better. Guys, I love you. I appreciate you. Have a fantastic week. Be good. Love you all. Take care. Cheers.